Welcome back to Stupinionated. I bet you guys missed us because we didn't upload for 1 week. I'm Afan. The guy with the humongous Baba Ramdev beard is Rishabh. And we have some baby faced bitch. What happened to your beard, Steve?
What do you think happened? No, just take a guess. Take a wild guess why I don't have a beard right now. Do you think I just woke up?
I'm gonna take
I
a
wo-
huge wild guess and say you shaved it.
yes, you are correct.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
shaved.
I'm gonna say your mom said she's gonna kick you out of the house if you don't shave.
Actually, no, it's kind of funny. I was trimming. I was using a trimmer. I was on like three, the three setting. So I wanted to leave some behind, and I was trimming. But the problem was this was like really early in the morning, and there wasn't a lot of natural light where I was, and I accidentally took out like a huge chunk of my beard. Like there was only like mostly skin there. And at this point, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna commit to it. So I took the trimmer aside and I shaved. Yeah, I was like, I did it. And I gotta say it like I thoroughly regret it. But it's a look. This is what I call character development. I've been so used to my beard that not having it is kind of forcing me to like be a better person and accept my flaws. So there's that. But yeah,
Honestly,
No, but
it's not really that
I for
bad.
one, Steve, I think you look better with a beard which is not. I mean, it shouldn't be too long because you have a very nice face with good features. So I
thank
think,
you.
yeah, see, there's a boost to your self-esteem. Rishabh, you were saying something.
No, that's exactly what I was saying. He still looks good without a beard. Now
Yeah,
he's got
Oh,
this
see,
you
rare top
guys,
knot thing going on.
stop. You guys are gonna make me blush. Honestly, I'm kind of getting
uh,
used to it. I'm getting used to the no beard look. And it's so annoying because I don't shave very often. Now that I have, it's like it's really prickly and it's annoying me to the point where I'm like, should I shave again? Am I getting indoctrinated into this daily shaving culture that I never thought I'd be a part of? Don't worry,
You
guys.
gotta
I'm
push through it.
no,
You really gotta
I'm
push through that prickly face.
I know I'm gonna push through the prickly face, and before you know it, bearded Steve will be back on the podcast. But until then, you're stuck with me, so deal with it.
okay. So we asked you guys about a week or two ago on Instagram to ask us some of your questions, and we will answer them on the podcast. Few people understood the concept of asking questions which will be answered on the podcast, and few people didn't. But I feel like we should just jump right into it. Let's go. I have the questions right here, and I will read them out one by one,
First of all,
starting
yeah,
from.
huge thanks to everyone who sent in questions. You've given us like a lot of content. Thank you. This is like the easiest way to generate content. Tell us what you want us to talk about. Uh, Not the most smartest
You've
idea.
given us like 2 weeks worth of material right here, or even three.
We'll try to finish as much as we can on the first episode, and if you guys like this, then ask us, and we could do another Q&A. So should we start? Just get right into it. First question
Sure.
asked by Aman, my younger brother. Aman asked,
I'm
"Who
sorry. I'm sorry.
inspired you guys to start a podcast, and what makes your podcast different from others?"
No, I just want to say, like, your first question's from your younger brother. It's just set a precedent for the entire Q&A session. The next question is from my mom. The next question is from Rishabh's second cousin, who lives down the road. Like, you-
Yo, actually, the second question is from my cousin.
What? Oh wow.
oh my God. Guys, I
This is some
promise,
sort of
like, people
college
who
age thing.
people who aren't our family also asked questions, okay? Like it's not, we didn't send this to our WhatsApp groups and we were like, please ask questions.
Um, okay, so let's answer Aman's question. Who inspired you guys to start a podcast, and what makes your podcast different? Who inspired us? Let's see. No one. I was just like, I think we talked about this on the first podcast.
Yeah.
I was just like in the Instagram group one day, and I was like, guys, we should start a podcast. And then you guys were like, okay. And then here we are.
I mean, to be
And
honest,
what makes
that's not how the conversation exactly went. I asked why, and then you were like, for the clout. And we were like, yeah, okay, that's fair. That makes sense. Let's make a podcast. So here we are. But what makes us different though? Because I've seen a bunch of, you know, podcasts of just dudes talking about stuff. And what makes us different?
our name is
Clearly,
cooler.
that's not what our podcast is about.
Our
We're
name
not
is
going to talk
cooler.
about stuff. We can't.
Dude, our name is coolest, the coolest. What makes our podcast different from the others? Our name is the best. Dude, come on. I came up with the name. Give me some recognition for this is the best name you could have ever come up with.
I mean,
Okay, next question.
it embodies the podcast pretty well. So yeah, I'll give it to
Exactly.
you. I'll give it to you.
And
Yeah.
I could not believe someone didn't take the name already. I feel like I already said this. But okay, let's not spend too much time on one question. Next
You got the
question is
Instagram name too.
Rishabh,
sorry?
You got the Instagram username too. That's what I'm surprised.
Exactly. We
Yeah,
got
yeah,
the name everywhere. We got it on Anchor, we got it on Spotify, YouTube, and obviously Instagram. We didn't get a Facebook page because we didn't bother trying. We're not making a Facebook page.
No one uses Facebook.
So yeah. Next question. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, next question. My cousin from Dubai, his name is Ahad. He asked, "What is your most embarrassing moment?" LMAO.
Nah, man. Nah.
It's Lamau.
It's gonna be a no from me.
Lamau.
What about you? You got something, Afan? Want to talk about something?
Okay, I got something. I don't know if this is an embarrassing moment per se. Rishabh probably knows this story. So what happened is this was in, I want to say 11th or 12th. Or was it in 10th? I don't even remember.
That's
I feel like it
embarrassing
was in
enough.
12th, 11th, 12th.
That's
We get it.
embarrassing enough.
You went to school. Great.
No, this was in school. This was in school, sometime in school. I feel like we were in metric. Yeah, we were in metric for sure. So it was in 11th or 12th. And so I had left school to go and meet this chick, this girl. And I got late or whatever. And then I came home pretty late, around 6-ish. And then I come home and my mom, she's like, "What the fuck? Why are you so late?" and all that. And so then I was like, because I'm not gonna say, "Mom, I went to go and meet a girl," because I'm still an Indian, even though I've been in America. I'm still Indian, so I will get a chappal to the face. So I was like, "Mom, we had extra English classes or some coaching or something. We had extra classes, okay,
Of
which
all
was
the
a normal thing.
of all the subjects, English.
I don't think it was English. I don't think it was,
That's the
I just
subject
said
we needed
this-
coaching for, right? That's the subject we needed coaching for. But yeah, go
No,
on.
I mean, I don't know what it was. I don't remember the class. Like, I just told my mom that we had extra classes, right? And so then she's like, "What the fuck?" Like, she didn't believe me, obviously. So then she calls up Rishabh. She's like, "Who else is there?" So I was like, "Rishabh." So then she calls Rishabh, and Rishabh explained how that phone call went.
How
So
did it
yeah,
go, right?
I was just chilling there at home, and I get a call from some random number. She says she's Afan's mom, and she says, "Rishabh, Afan says there has been English coaching class today," and me being the trustworthy friend told, "Yeah, auntie, there was coaching class. It got over around 4:30," and just like that, she told me he just got back home, and it is at 6. And in rapid fire, I immediately told, "No, not 4:30, auntie. There was another extension for till 6 o'clock. I think Afan was also sitting there. I left early." And then
Smooth,
she was all
real
sweet.
smooth.
She was all very sweet, and she was like, "Yeah, okay, thank you. I guess that's true." And then she cut the call.
And then she didn't stop there, bro. She didn't stop there. She called the headmistress. Okay, I don't know if she was the headmistress or like the vice principal or whatever. So she calls up the she was the HM, right?
Yeah, I think so.
A person of
So
power, basically. She called a person in power. That's all you need to know.
And so she calls the headmistress and she's like, hey, Afan said that there was extra classes today. And no. She calls up and she's like, hi, I'm a parent. And my son said that we had extra classes today. Okay. And so then the headmistress, her name was Celine, ma'am. And so she's like, oh, whose parent are you? And who said that you had extra classes? And so then she's like, I'm Afan's parent. And so she's like, oh, Afan won't be lying. He's obviously telling the truth. And then she said, okay. And then I got away with it. Unless my mom is watching this right now,
You're
then
dead.
in that case, I didn't get away with it. So, oh my God.
I'm honestly
Um,
surprised that auntie didn't call me because your mom, like, I'm the most trustworthy friend according to your mom. And if she called me, I probably would have been like, huh?
No.
Extra class? No.
no, but I feel like
No,
she
you.
knew that we were in the same class in 11th and 12th or whatever, but
Oh, right. Yeah, we weren't in the same class. Yeah. That and
I
like
was
she
in the
probably would have
class
been
as well.
like, there's no way Steve is staying back for extra English coaching. Like, Steve's not doing that, so I'm not gonna call Steve. Because honestly, I'm kind of surprised she didn't call me. Because if she did, like, we would not be having this conversation right now. You would have been exposed, like, right then and there. That's just who I am. I'm sorry. I would have been like, no, no extra class. No. So yeah. Honestly, that's not an embarrassing story, Dad. That's not. It's
No, yeah,
cool. It's
actually,
like
that wasn't bad at all.
this is
But
the
it was a
kind of
good
story
story.
that you put on sunglasses to and walk away from. Like, yeah, I did that. But this is not an embarrassing story.
Oh, but looking back, I feel like now it's kind of embarrassing telling like if my mom is listening to this, which she had followed. My mom followed us on Instagram. Yes, to everyone watching, my mom has an Instagram. So flexing on him. Okay, guys, we spent way too long on this one. Third question from Joash, our junior in school. He asked, "Who allowed Afan on this?" How about I allowed myself on this, Joash? So you can go. Never mind. Next question is from Julius Seizure. Our friend Rishan. He asked, "Have you seen Indian matchmaking?"
Well, Rishan, ever since you recommended Game of Thrones to me, I'm not gonna watch any show that you recommend to me from now on. I'm sorry. That's how it goes. You could you could be like, you should really watch the show, and I'd be like, yeah, totally. It's on the list. You know, the list that just it only grows. It never goes shorter. That's the list. All right. It's
It's
just
called the
hidden.
not to watch list.
It's called the I'll get to it eventually, and then I never do. Everybody has that list, okay? So, Rishan, like the countless TV shows that
Don't
you've recommended to me, it's all on that list. Yeah, Rishabh?
don't do that. Game of Thrones wasn't that bad, honestly. I liked it, except for the part where they fucked up the entire ending. It was good. Around
Yeah,
for
but
6 seasons. Don't throw that much shade on it.
I don't want to talk about Game of Thrones again. Like, what's the point if the ending's bad, is all I'm gonna say, you know?
Yeah,
Exactly. That's why you guys hate
blame
Last
me
of
with
Us.
Andy.
Yeah, Last of Us.
I
Oof,
haven't played it.
Last of Us 2. I did not
Uh,
like that ending. You know what would have been a good ending for that game? One that would have actually set the theme of that game really well. So for people who don't know, uh, which I'm guessing is a majority, I don't think a lot of gamers watch this podcast, which is a shame, you know. But The Last of Us 2 is basically a game about how this person, Ellie, goes on a revenge spree. You know, she goes from place to place trying to hunt down this other person, and the game's trying to say that revenge is bad. And I wish at the ending, like, they didn't even have that climactic fight. I felt like that fight was just a waste of time. And they should have just ended it like about half an hour sooner.
guys, me and Steve have very different opinions about this whole thing, and I feel like we would be boring you if we go on about this in the podcast. So if you guys have played The Last of Us, please hit us up in the DMs and we can have a proper conversation with you, me, and Steve. Because I feel like the ending was good. I feel like it should have happened because it sort of narrates the whole story. But Steve has a different opinion.
I have a
Whatever. Next
okay.
question.
Yeah, let's go. Maybe another episode,
Because Steve
Yeah,
honestly.
because we
overhyped
can't
that.
go on about this.
Because
We've literally spent the last 2 weeks.
if we talk about The Last of Us 2, we're gonna be here for a long time. So let's just
Exactly.
yeah. We got more questions
Okay,
to
next
answer.
question. Panic Mate responded to your question. I don't know her real name, so
It's
Panic
Jane. Yeah.
M8. Oh, it's Jane. Okay, Jane.
Hi, Jane.
She
Thanks for watching.
a statement. Coconut is elite, boys. It's an acquired taste. So that's not a question, first of all. Okay, coconuts are good. First of all, Panic Mate. How about you go? No, I'm kidding. No.
Be nice to
Um,
the coconut supporters. We are a vocal
that's what I said.
minority.
I was kidding. I was kidding. Relax. I was kidding. Jesus. She's Tarun's cousin, right? If she's Tarun's cousin, she's cool.
Still,
Okay.
the people who like Bounty are like a very small
Don't do that.
minority. But they're a very
Yeah, I
vocal
feel like the people
minority. Because, excuse me, but I actually heard a lot of people supporting me on Bounty and a lot less people dissing me about Bounty. And I know
That's
that,
because out of all the people that watched the podcast, everyone agreed with us, and only the people who didn't agree with us texted you because you were like the minority. And let me tell you something.
exactly,
I
yeah,
hate Bounty even more because remember the first person that watched our podcast? The first person that watched it before it even came out? That
right?
person likes Bounty, makes me hate Bounty even more.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
So what we're trying to say is coconut is great. Coconuts are great. Tender coconut, amazing. All that stuff. But Bounty, no. Bounty is just weird. The texture's off. It's horrible. It's disgusting. And this will remain my stance no matter what happens. If Bounty sponsors Stupinionated, then maybe I will change my opinion.
Money speaks.
Okay? But until then, fuck Bounty. Hashtag fuck Bounty. Next question.
Bounty is not going to sponsor us with that attitude. Anyway.
Nope. But to put things in perspective, I'm a Malayali, right? And coconut is there. Coconut is there everywhere. Coconut oil, everything coconut. But the fact that I hate Bounty with so much intensity, I just don't understand how there can be people liking coconut and chocolate. How
We're
disgusting.
let's not rehash this whole thing, let's not go over this again. I'd like to hear the next question now before I become sad again.
Oh, I don't know. Would you? Okay. Crystal MJ responded to your question sticker. When will the next episode come out and what is it about? No, dude, I feel like
Well, I hope we answered your question. Like,
yo, no.
now you know.
Okay,
Like,
let's not. We're not making fun of her. I mean, we're just, yeah. Because I feel like because this happened twice. I feel like I was what was that? How would I say that? I feel like I was clear when I said Q&A segment for our next episode, which means we're gonna answer your questions on this episode. So what the fuck? Anyway, so I hope we answered your question, Crystal. Thanks for watching and thanks for your question. And next question is from Chandini_GVL. What's the wildest thing that you guys have done together and how bad were the consequences? We had to actually think about this before because we couldn't really think of something that we did, three of us together. But
honestly, yeah,
Steve, why don't you?
we're pretty boring. Like,
No, I have one, but it's not exactly with you guys. But it was like I'm on the way to meet you guys. Okay, Steve, you tell us. Remember, you said
on the phone.
okay, fine. It's not wild. It's not crazy. In fact, I think this is high-key embarrassing, and I really wish we didn't do it, but it happened. So let's talk about it. There was this one time when we went to a mall. I'm guessing Skywalk because back then when we were in school, Skywalk was like the best thing that could have ever happened in our lives. It was amazing.
yeah.
Man,
Bro,
makes you
remember
really,
we used to play hide and seek in that mall?
yeah. And then we lost
crazy.
Arpan. We lost our friend Arpan, and then we had to go to like security, and we were like, "Can you like make a call throughout the mall, saying that we are like his like what did we say? His his cousin or something? I don't know what it was, but we said something like your cousin's looking for you or something like that, and we had to find because we couldn't find him. We looked everywhere, but yeah. Anyway, the thing is, we went to a mall, and it was probably Skywalk. It was a mall that had an Apple store.
It was.
It was so yeah, you all of us were there. we probably went to watch a movie, but then we saw the Apple store, and this was around the time when they released a watch, their iWatch or whatever. And we were like, okay, let's go. We went into the store, all of us, none of us capable of buying not a single thing, not even the charging cable in that store we could have afforded. But we still walked in and we went to the watches, and an employee came up to us and he was like, yes, sir, what are you looking for? Are you interested in something? And we were like, no, we're just interested in the watch, it looks pretty neat. Uh, and then he was talking about the watch and we were listening. And then we are like, so how much is it? And then he told us the price. And now clearly I don't remember the price, but what I do remember is that all of us literally just started laughing right there in the store, like not even like giggling or anything. We were like outright laughing. And then we just walked out of the store while we were laughing. And it was just, I don't know, it's so cringe when I think about it now, like what we did
Yeah,
back in school.
that's
That's
cringe.
cringe. That's like, this
That's
is
cringe.
going in my cringe compilation, bro. Like, you, that poor employee was just doing his job. He was just doing his job, and we were making his life so miserable. Like, guys, be
I feel
nice.
like that was probably the most, exciting part of his
The
day.
high point of his day.
It was a high
Yeah.
point of
Yeah,
his day, but like,
because he was kind of laughing too, if I remember correctly.
I don't know. I don't remember that, but to me, I just remember feeling really. I feel really weird about it now. But like, be nice to retail employees. Don't be a Karen. We weren't being Karens, sure, but like, we
How
were
is it
still,
that?
messing with employees. These guys, they deserve a break. They take a lot of flack from customers. And be nice to them, guys. Next time you go to McDonald's, be nice to the employees. What's the next question,
Even
Da?
if their
Or
ice
does
cream
anyone
machine's
else have
broken.
anything
Next
else to
question.
share?
So,
Anything other
yeah,
crazy
Rishabh,
story?
didn't you have like a story?
No, do you want to talk about that? That's not even That's not wild. That is just sad.
No, that was okay. So basically, since Rishabh is a little bitch to talk about it,
Thank you.
no, no, this
The
is
bar.
this is what happened. So we're all sitting in English class. Steve wasn't there for this. That's why we didn't want to talk about it. Steve, they
Are you gonna
first of
say
all,
why?
our school separated us, like all the smart students in one room, and all the dumb students. That means me and Rishabh in the other room. And so yeah, we're all. I mean, it's not like that. That's not. We're trying to put it like
It
more
was.
than.
Honestly,
It's
no.
just
I
like
look at it
remark.
this way. Like a lot of schools do that right at the start of the year. They will like classify you and like they will put you there right at the start of the year. But to be fair, like at least in our school, me and Afan were in the same class up until like the last month or two of school, which was when they did the separation thing. So like we had like, it wasn't like we was classified right at the start. So it's not that bad, honestly. It's not like how Afan's making it sound, definitely.
Yeah, no, it's not because like I mean the people who get better marks they have like the potential to get amazing marks, and I feel like so they have a little bit more advanced way of learning, and
Right
they were just
off.
like A for apple, B for ball in our class. That's all it was. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. God. Okay. No, so we're sitting in English class, and since I mean, I feel like the school didn't really think this through because all the guys who don't want to study will put us in one class, and so Rishabh, the teacher, she leaves for like a minute or two. Rishabh, she's like she walks in, she's like pop quiz, and so she puts down all the exam papers, like the quiz papers, and she's like, "You guys are having a quiz or some shit," and then she's like, "Okay, I'm leaving. Nobody do shit. I'm leaving. I'm coming back." So she leaves. Rishabh takes the question papers and hides them. And then she comes back, and the entire class, it was just us looking for the question papers, which was a pretty wild scene if you're considering, like, it's in 10th grade and we're about to write a quiz. And then because of Rishabh, it got cancelled, which is, I mean, I feel like we did take that quiz later on. And then Rishabh also had to go to the principal. But looking back at it, it felt like a lot more badass than we are talking about it right now.
Yeah.
Another thing,
But
okay, my
do you
last,
know where you hid it though? Where do you remember that?
I hid it in someone's bag. I don't remember who.
I
And I
Oh,
feel like it was
loved it.
Joanna's bag. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Joanna. From hiding
helping us
papers to
out.
designing our podcast logo, how far we've come.
Dude, Joanna's bag had everything, dude. Joanna's bag, I'm telling you, first of all, she carried like 3 water bottles. Okay, because none of us would bring our water bottles. And so we'd be like, Joanna, water, and she'd always have water. She would carry an umbrella. And you know those days when it's like sunny out and then suddenly it starts raining? She would always have a fucking umbrella, dude. And we're like, oh my god, she keeps that umbrella in her bag. And then she would keep, oh my god, she had so much stuff in her bag. So yeah, she
She's
was
like
like our
the
mom.
she's
She
like
was like
the
the
ins
mom of our group.
oh, you said mom. I was about to say she was like the Inspector Gadget of Spartan, but whatever.
Next question: what are your thoughts? Jonita Stephen asked. Her last name is Stephen, by the way, Steve.
Cool.
Uh,
Nice
Congrats, Steve.
name.
Her name is Jonita Stephen. She asked, "What are your thoughts on social media activism? Posting a black square to support BLM, for instance."
I We just crossed the half an hour mark, and I'm honestly terrified to start talking about this now because this might become our
Okay, I
longest
feel like this
podcast
could be our
episode
last
yet.
question.
It could be a different episode, yeah.
Or you
Should
want
we?
this to make
Okay.
our last question? Uh, why not?
No, it'll go for a long time, honestly. There's a kuti questions that we can answer.
I feel like there aren't any more kuti questions. Okay, there's one. There is Noble Frankie asked, "Is having an erotic dream with another girl also count as cheating on your girlfriend?"
First of all, if you're having
No.
dreams, I mean, I don't know, like you have some deeply rooted issues right then. I want to say, like, maybe
What?
there's no, like, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, if you're with somebody, then why are you, you know,
Dreaming?
yeah, I want to say, like, there's truth in every, you know, what's the saying? Every
Dream?
story or every fairy tale has a bit of truth in it, or every lie has a bit, I don't know what to say. But you know, maybe there's like something that's like bothering you, or like some thought that you have that you need to like get checked, you know?
Okay, I would say it does not count as cheating because you're not actually doing anything. Now, are you in control of your dreams? No. Subconsciously, maybe you might be attracted to that person. But no, I was talking to this girl, right? And she told me that if you think about yourself having, like, dreams are like, especially if you think about yourself having sex with someone in your dream, that just means you miss them, right? Yeah,
You
yeah,
miss them.
yeah,
You
dude. I
miss.
swear. Wait, you want me
No,
to bring up the
no,
Google
no,
thing?
I'm not. Oh yeah, because obviously if you read it on the internet, it has to be true,
It's
right?
gotta be
You,
true.
No, I have this
like,
friend who is pretty trustworthy, and she told me this. And after that, it kind of makes
okay,
sense
but
because not every person that I've had an erotic dream about am I actually physically attracted to when I wake up.
no, but I
Even not
still
even
don't
a bit.
say, yeah, but like, I don't know. I miss a lot of people in my life. I have a lot of people I haven't spoken to in a long time. People who, you know, I wish I could catch up with. No, if this was true, then I'd be very uncomfortable right now if this was true.
No,
So,
I mean, I'm not. That doesn't necessarily mean that every single person you miss, you have an erotic dream
no,
about. But I'm just saying that if you do have an erotic dream about someone, then it could mean a lot of things. Because first of all, we don't understand dreams at all. Like you could be a expert on dreams, and still no one really understands dreams. So
imagine being an
subconsciously,
expert
maybe
on dreams. Like,
It's
imagine
a
putting that on your
it's
resume. Is that a real thing?
I
An
feel like.
expert
Hang
in
on, let me check.
dreams. What do they call those things? Those people.
dream
Now,
catcher.
this is a real
Isn't
question.
that
This
the
is an
thing that
actual question.
What is a dream? Yo,
It's a
dream
thing.
analyzer?
Are you telling me it's a
it's an
thing?
actual thing. It's called onirology. Oneirology.
So it's a science.
Yes,
Hmm.
from the Greek proverb oniron, dream, the study of. Oh yeah, it's the scientific study of dreams.
Knowledge is power. You learn something new every day, kids.
Okay, so I don't even know how to fucking pronounce it. Hang on. Let's have it pronounced.
I
Should
think
we
it's
like
like
learn how to
oneirology.
neurology?
Google.
Hang on, let me just
Anytime now.
neurology.
Anytime now.
Fuck you, Steve. Hang on. Okay. Oh my god,
How
it's
to say
loading.
anaerolized? There's a video about it.
Yeah, that's. I'm loading the video now. It's
Wow.
Hey, super favorite.
Are you, can you
It's a
like
why
give
why
the,
is it
30-second
why is it
video.
30-second video to tell me how to pronounce one word?
We'll link it in the description.
can you not just put oneirology in Google Translate and then ask it to pronounce it?
Honorology.
Okay, shut up.
It's honorology.
Honorology.
Honorology. All
Honorology.
right. I got it wrong. I messed up, but that's okay. Well,
Okay, so
that was
Smart is.
something.
yeah, I hope everyone has learned something for today's podcast. I feel, dude, we have so many more amazing questions that we didn't get to fucking talk about.
That's okay.
We have so many.
We'll have another episode. It is what it
Yep.
is.
Wow, that's like 2 episodes of content. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Honestly, like, wow, this is like free content. But yeah, actually, thank you to everyone who gave questions, even like the really weird ones. Like, I mean, okay, like, thanks for sending them in, I guess, but why? But again, thanks for sending in the questions. And if you like what you saw, be sure to like the video on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, subscribe to us, do all the things. And I have a surprise for you guys. This time we actually do have outro music. That's right. I want to thank Joshua, a good friend of ours from school, for making the outro music for us. An absolute banger. Tell us what you think about it in the comments. And
Yo, this guy Joshua, let's talk about Joshua for a second. This guy is. Have you ever heard of someone that is like too good at fucking playing the keyboard or the piano or whatever? This motherfucker. Do you guys remember in 10th grade or 11th grade? We had like this song where we had to jump for one part of the song. I swear to God, this guy's jumping and playing the fucking keyboard. Dude,
In the keyboard. Yeah.
and then
he
I'd
is
play something on my phone. I'd be like, dude, play something like this. And then he'd be like, oh, yeah, I can do that. And he just does it. I'd be like, hey, just do this. Beep, bop, boop, boop, boop. And then he does it. The same thing. He fucking, dude, I can't. If I'm like humming a rhythm, like a rhythm or something, I'm humming like a note, he'll do the same note. It's crazy. So
it's
yeah,
crazy. Yeah,
thanks to Josh.
he is an amazing musician. Honestly, you guys should
Everyone
follow
follow
him.
him on Instagram. Link in the description.
I will link him in the description, and I think when we're playing outro music, we're gonna have credits, and his Instagram handle will be there as well. So do check him out, give him a follow. Amazing beats. Honestly, thank you so much. Like this is like for the it's too good for our podcast. This is not something you'd hear on our podcast, you know? Like when Joshua sent the outro music to us, I was like, damn, now we have to make an actually good episode, like matched with the intro and outro music. Like